Up the volume. Pump up the volume.
Tune in and turn up your radio. Just slow it down. Turn up your speakers and let them bum. Alright, you're already crazy about it. Get regular, seven shots of feeling it. Discussing topics. Pick up your phone and call. So real, talking about facts and metaphysical. So deep, you gon' need a rap to make sure you stay. So baby, don't you change that stage. We about it, you read us in the lane. It don't matter what you're doing, just say do it later, 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 later. You can taste some mother's flavor, 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 flavor. 'Cause real recognize real, real recognize real, real.
Pump it up, pump it up.
Always be yourself, never be a fraud. I just up and down, call it seesaw. Stay woke, keep alarm ringing the alarm. French on the internet, thing better. Made from pure chocolate, hit the vanilla. Caught up in the rain under your umbrella. Always rock the house from the roof to the cellar. That's why I gotta tune in. When you're on camera, I hope they zoom in. So many shows on you, let the fools in. Out my mind, they addicted, so you can cause real, recognize real. Always turned up for lay back and just chill. Ain't thinking about drama, ain't thinking about bills. Real, recognize real. Real.
Woo! Real recognize real. Yes.
Real recognize real, y'all.
Oh, and then we want to definitely thank P. Shaw Productions,
Yes.
OG
Yes.
Law for giving us our tunes for the Real Recognize Real Talk radio show. We truly
Yes. Thank you.
yes. And I am Franchella, your host, and I got my girl
Lynette, the co-host.
Yes.
Hey.
Ed, how you doing? It just seems like forever that we get back together.
I know, right?
Yes,
With
absolutely.
everything that's going on in the world, I'm alive.
I know that's right. 2020 has been one heck of a year.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Yes.
Between the COVID and the floodings and just everything.
Yes.
Everything. But we're alive, we're well, we have our limbs and our wits about us. And so all we can do is keep moving forward, the best that we can with what we have left,
That's right, absolutely.
So what we gonna get into? Some hood news?
Yes, of course. So that's what we do. We start off our show with some hood news, what's going on in our state as well as around the world. So let's get into that before our wonderful guests come on for the show today.
Yes, so first we want to say congratulations to Kamala Harris on her nomination for vice president under Joe Biden, the Joe Biden campaign. So she is the new running mate that was announced today. So congratulations, Kamala Harris. She's the first Black and Indian descent African American woman to be elected for such position. So hopefully she is elected. I'll say that. So make sure y'all get out there and vote in November. It's important. Absolutely. This is a very important election. I don't care how long you got to stand in line. I don't care if you got to do the mail-in ballot. I don't care if you got to take an Uber. I don't care if you got to walk. Make sure you find out where your polling place is and make sure you get out there and exercise your right to vote. It's extremely important.
Absolutely. It's definitely important, especially now. With 45 in office, I'm sure so many have, either heard or seen things for themselves that affected their And it's just something that I never thought in my lifetime that I would see.
Right.
I'm not a Republican, but I did have respect for Bush and Reagan and any other president before 45. This one here, I mean, he's just on a new level. And as we spoke about before, how a lot of the young people voted for him because they got tired of the same old, I guess, stuck up politician type of people that were in office. And because he kind of was laid back, said what he wanted to say, they thought that was cute and funny. And look where it's gotten us. It's not nothing funny about it at all.
At all.
At the end of the day, you have to have some type of standards. You have to absolutely be a representation of the United States. So
exactly.
go into office, it's not about you, what you personally believe. It's no more personal values. You have to do what's best for the country. And
exactly.
That he does not know anything about. It's all about him. I know everything is always I, and it's, I don't know. He's just, something that, I pray we would never have ever, in this lifetime again, because it was an absolute joke. And to have a VP, announced for Biden to announce the VP Harris, I'm just excited because as sisters we get things done. Okay.
Yes.
As women we get things done. Nothing
Absolutely.
to take away from men, but women are so strong. They underestimate the value and what we can do, how we can do it, where we can do it. And trust me, the job will be done. And we are really strong individuals.
Absolutely. Yes. I totally agree.
Absolutely.
So make sure y'all get out there and vote. Don't say, oh, I don't care for either one of them, because a non-vote is a vote for the person that you don't want into office. So when you didn't get out there and vote in the last election, this is what you got. So make sure you vote in November.
And do not go. I'm gonna say this because I usually don't tell people who to vote for, but this is just this election here is is either life or death.
It's critical.
And so my thing with Kanye, him trying to get himself on the ballot, and people will vote for him and take away the votes from the Democratic Party because they vote for him because he wants to be a capital A. Okay, so like, stop it, Kanye. Somebody flag him. Somebody send him this video right now and tell him that we need him to sit his butt down. Okay,
right, all the way down.
Yes, absolutely, all the way down. Just sit down, Kanye. Okay, I mean, this is not the time for you to be trying to run and playing jokes. This is not a joke.
Exactly. Although the last couple years have seemed like a mockery, it isn't a joke. And just because we have a person in office who really don't know what he's doing, don't mean that we want another person in there that don't really know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anyway.
On to the next.
So we also want to send our prayers and thoughts to the families who have been victim of the recent hurricanes, as well as the floodings that hit very close to home this time in Delaware and New Jersey and Philadelphia, even some parts of Virginia, some parts of DC. So our hearts and prayers go out to all of the families who were victims of the recent hurricane and the flooding. So make sure that you reach out to your local Red Cross, because they have a lot of the resources that you need, even if it's temporary housing, whatever you need, contact the Red Cross, because it's a great organization and they help people in dire situations such as this.
Right. And people don't realize that water can be so damaging.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's how, the world was destroyed, decades ago by water. God flooded the world with water, and it can be very, very damaging. And, you know, from the foundation of your homes to just, you
Tell
know,
me about it.
yeah,
A
absolutely.
few years ago, I had flooding in my basement. I mean, it was very high, and I can't swim. So whenever I see that much water, I'm at a panic. I'm ready to go get a rowboat, some floaties. Look, I hyperventilating just watching the news. Exactly. You know, look, I was
Yeah.
in Thorny Park years ago as a teenager. I almost drowned and water came to my knees because I ain't realized all I had to do was stand up. That's how much of a panic that I am when it comes to water and floods. I'm like, Lord, please do not take me that way, because
Right.
please.
And you can swim though, right?
I cannot swim. That's why when
Good.
I'm watching the news and I see the floodings and the cars floating around, I would hyperventilate myself to death before
Right.
the water even killed me.
Right.
Like
No,
it is. So anyway, not to make light of this serious situation, but our hearts and prayers go out to all of you.
absolutely.
Also, for the victims of the shootings that have been taking place senselessly for a long period of time in the city of Philadelphia, primarily. Our teenagers are losing sight of their purpose, and they're out here killing each other senselessly. You know, recently in the news, you know, innocent bystanders are getting killed. 7-year-old little boy just died playing on his porch. He was shot in the head by crossfire. You know, I think it was 2 or 3 pregnant women who got shot, you know, shot or whatever. So I don't know what is going on and why everybody is so angry and just want to kill. Like what happened back in the day when you either talked it out or you fought it out?
Right.
You
No,
know what I
absolutely.
mean? You put your hands up or you talked with your mouth. You wasn't so quick on the draw of shooting somebody. Like you just never want to see the person again. Are you that mad? Like what did they really do to you that you want them out of this world, like off the face of this world forever? Like it makes absolutely no sense. And I know that we hear time and time again the police commissioner and the police department saying we're a team and we're one unit and we all have to come together and we all have to be in this together, so we can't do everything. We want the citizens to come out, open up their mouths. When you see something, say something. But at the same time, and that's true, but at the same time, if we see your presence in the high crime areas, if we see police presence in high crime areas or high violent areas, there is less crime there. So sometimes you have to get on the beat again. You know, back in the day, they said the cops on the beat, meaning they was walking up and down the streets, so people couldn't do wrong. You know what I mean? So
No.
it's like a lot of people say defund the police. Now, don't get me wrong, we need the police. However, if you only show up after a crime is already committed, how are you really protecting and serving? So that's why a lot of people say defund the police, because we don't really see more of the protecting and serving than we see y'all locking us up or the police brutality situation. So pray y'all weigh in, because I could keep going.
So, you know, the issue and the sad part about it is these young people, they don't care about the police. So they can walk up and down the block. They still want to do what they do. You know, that's the issue. At least back in the day, during our time, we
They
had
were
some kind of
scared.
respect or some kind of fear of the cops being around. They're like NWA. F the police. They don't, I'm serious. They truly, truly do not care. And you know, it's like, you know, you see something, you say something, but then the fear of any, you know,
Retaliation.
retaliation of, you know, someone as a witness, and then you want to put their name on the dockets and their address, and then they go, you know, so that's why people don't get involved. That's why people don't say anything, because of that fear, you know, especially if it didn't really affect them personally. You know,
Right.
why should they put themselves or their family in jeopardy when it could be a retaliation against them? So it's so many different caveats of different situations in life, you know.
Right.
You know, it's the reason why things are being done the way they are being done, or people not even speaking up, or these people, these young people, shooting and stuff like that. It's what do we do? I mean, that's
Right.
something I know a lot of people are asking that. Like, what can we do to? I just think this generation is lost. I mean, I could be the only one that think that way. I think we
Well,
can
you're not.
we can save some of them, but majority are lost. We need to get a plan and to think of ways that we can raise up the younger generation, the very young. I'm talking about, like, 10 years old, and maybe it could be 14 or 12 years old or younger.
Right.
What can we do to save them, to make them better as they grow up?
I personally think that now they don't have anything to do. Like, back when I was growing up, we had a program called Young Life in our neighborhood, and I grew up in North Philadelphia. Real recognize real. We still real recognize real. I grew up in North Philadelphia, which was not a great neighborhood. But so for the youth, they had a program called Young Life. And what Young Life did was they came into your neighborhood, but they came with a bus to pick us up in one neutral location, and they took us to it was like a church. And so we had church and we had prayer, and then after that we had free time where the guys played basketball. We either watched the guys play basketball or we played rope, we jumped rope. So now it's nothing for these kids like that to do. You know what I mean? So that we had mentors. Sometimes, I mean, there is still big brothers, big sisters, so it's hard to get people involved in certain things that are going on. But for the most part, they want to sit at home, play these violent video games, and then go out and do what they see in the video games, what they've been playing, Fortnite and all of this stuff. It's like no decent activity to stimulate their mind or their physical aspect, to get out that energy. To get, but like I said, I could talk about stuff forever. But we do have guests.
But most of this stuff happened in the, or we don't have in the poor communities.
I agree.
We need some of these rich people to step up and give back to these communities so that we can have,
exactly.
Start taking out, just for recreation, taxes, instead of this. Just, the soda tax, I guess, went to schools. I'm not sure.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
But a lot of the teachers still didn't have books. They still coming out their own pockets buying supplies and stuff. So who knows what they do with the money? But it obviously doesn't go to the right areas.
Right. Exactly. And I think you're right. When you can have some kind of activities, mandatory activities, school is mandatory throughout the year. Okay. Summertime, make something else mandatory.
Exactly. But with us, Young Life wasn't even mandatory. My mom probably, if my mom is watching now, she probably saying, "Oh, I didn't even know that's where you were going." Like, because I just wanted to go because it was nothing else to do. So for 2 hours, I got to listen to the word. And I mean, I was a teenager. Most of the teenagers don't know what the word is, don't want to listen to the word, but nobody had to convince me to go. I just was like, oh, we go for free. They feed us and everything. I'm like, all right, anytime the food involved, I'm in. But I like I said, I can go on, but I got two more things that I want to talk about before we get into our guests. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about was Franchella sent me this clip on YouTube. Well, Franchella probably want to talk about it. DJ Cassidy.
Yes, DJ.
I thought you said pass. I thought you said when she asked me, did I hear about pass the mix? I thought you said pastor mix. I was like, oh, he a reverend? Like, I thought you said pastor. Then when you sent me the videos, I was like, oh, okay.
Pass the mic. Actually, one of my diva sisters, she actually sent it to our group. And when I tell you it was a free concert, took you back, old school hip hop and R&B, volume 1, 2, and 3. Yo, I mean, that's something. If those who are not watching right now, go on YouTube and look. Not right now, after our show.
Exactly.
Yeah. You go on YouTube. I'm telling you, pass the mic. I mean, it was amazing. It was really awesome.
It was very interesting too, and what make you even more excited is when you actually see the real artists singing to their own songs. Like
Right.
you know the hip hop legends from the 80s and 90s, from Rakim, my number one favorite rapper of all time. Big Daddy Kane, my second number one. You know, so it was like a whole bunch of people. MC Light and everybody. Not KRS One, but I was looking for KRS One, but he didn't have him in there. But LL Cool J, he had a whole lot of hip hop artists from our time. You know, singing their greatest hits, which was awesome. So DJ Cassidy passed the mic on YouTube. So lastly, let's get into this before we get into our guest. What do you think about the Cardi B video? Since that's what everybody's talking about, the WAP, not this WAP.
Right, exactly. It should be this WAP. You know what I'm saying? It should be that WAP. Oh,
what do you think about
it? See, I'm like, I wanted a young person to come on and really talk about that, because the young people are really into that. They into the lyrics. I mean, I'm not embarrassed where it's like, oh, they said this. Oh my gosh. Oh. Like, you know, that I'm not that bad, but that's just something that I just think is not appropriate. You know, I think it's really inappropriate, you know, and even back in my time, from Salt and Pepper to, you know, let's talk about sex bait, whatever. But I think, you know, with our songs back in the day, it was more like the beat and everything that you kind of surpassed.
It was meaningful. They were meaningful words. You know, they wasn't just about sex.
Right, exactly. And even, you know, down with OPP, you know me, like, so I don't know. It's just there are a lot of songs out there that, you know, are explicit in the language and things like that. So it's your preference,
right?
What you like and what you enjoy is personally not my preference.
Right.
I'm really old school with that. You know, my husband, you know, he likes at times hardcore rap because you know, that was his era, and that's just something that he really likes. And I'm like, oh my God. So he know he gotta listen to that without me, like when I'm not at home, you know. But then he has that old soul too, where like he loves, you know, the Temptations and all the, you know, old school. So he loves all music, all genres of music.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm the same way. Now,
go ahead. But see, I didn't expect any less. I mean, it's Cardi B and it's Megan, and they both were strippers. They both were strippers.
When you come from the pole, when you come off the pole, sometimes it's hard to get that pole out of you. So if this is what you know, this is what you know. If this is what has been working for you all your life, that's what you do. You know. Now, granted, is it right? Is it appropriate? Well, that's not for me to say. I wouldn't do it. You know. Now. Because I'm a private person and I believe everything ain't for everybody. So if I boom, boom, shake, drop it like it's hot, that's going to be for me and mine, not for the whole world to see. You know, like I'm not a communal type of person, you know, like, so it's like either you want the communal property or you want ownership, you know, because I can do all that too. But you will never see me dropping it like it's hot on anybody's national television. Ever. And here's what I heard people say. I heard people talking about it, and they were talking about how, oh, this has been going on. Little Kim, you know, she's been doing this, and Luke with old Sheila, and all this been going on. But all I want to know is when y'all gonna give us, this for the guys out there. When this good for all y'all men to watch. But when is the guys out there gonna give us something to look at? We don't want to see booty shaking and gyrating all the time in everybody's video. Sometimes we want to see men, even the ladies. So all y'all ladies out there gyrating and stuff, put some men in there. Put some eye candy in there for the ladies. How about that? Y'all want equal opportunity? Let it be equality. Let us have some equality, okay?
I don't know if I want to see them with thongs on and all that kind of stuff.
I'd rather see that. I'd rather see a man's bottom than a woman's bottom any day.
You know, this is true. This is true. I mean,
And one more thing,
I
Kylie
really
Jenner.
like for real, for real.
Somebody else said Kylie Jenner, you know, she was in there and they were saying they ain't see why they had to throw her in there. But let me tell you this. Kylie Jenner is her and her whole family, they a step ahead of people to me. You know, like I would have been the Kylie Jenner in the video that just walked right through gracefully. Still made the same impact, yeah, But what she's saying is it don't take all of that. She ain't had to drop nothing, but she still made an impact just like everybody else did. So anyway, I'm gonna just leave a pin right there. So sometimes y'all need to think about the stuff that y'all do, especially if you mothers. You leave an impression in your role models and stuff on the people that are looking at you and not really you grown enough to fully understand what it is that you're doing, but you have young impressionable people looking that don't. So just keep that in mind, especially your own children. As a mother, my child would think I don't do a thing. My child would think I didn't do anything. Oh, not my mom. You right, baby. You right, baby. Baby, shut up. Don't tell her nothing. All right, that's enough of my soapbox.
No, but you're absolutely right. As we're still waiting for our guest to come on now.
Okay.
So as soon as she comes on, we can pull her into the queue and introduce her and have a wonderful interview. But until then, we'll continue to our conversation. And but you're right about what you're saying. Of course, our preference would be to see, you know, the guys, or at least women have some men in your video. Does it
exactly
all females? I mean, you know, so that we can have something to look at. They can have
exactly. Make it an equal opportunity video. Even in movies, though, I always say that in movies. Even in movies, when you see a woman's naked body, we don't never get to see the man naked body. Why we get to see his arm, his chest, or his back? I think a few times we might have seen a butt. We might have seen a butt. But we always got to see the woman. Wow. Put some clothes on. Let me see him.
Exactly. But why do we think that, you know, I guess, I mean, sex sells, right? That's what they say.
Sex sells. You know?
But I've heard that a few younger generation are saying that it was too much. That, you know, the video, the words and everything like that was like too much and over the top. And my whole thing too, it is, did it really need to come out during this time? I mean, 2020 has been like, you know, a year that I would never want to see again. You know,
absolutely.
With all of the
coronavirus, George Floyd, police brutality, everything.
Yes, it's a lot going on. And now, you know, I see Republicans having to say something about, you know, the lyrics and the video. Like, so it's just nothing. This year has been nothing but negativity. This is like a negative year, you know, as far as I'm concerned. It's just nothing but negative things that has happened. It's just stopped everybody's world. People are losing their you know, we have I just can't wait for it to be over, and I just hope it doesn't linger into 2021, and how we can make 2020 better and make it look up and rise above this is to vote in November. Yes,
absolutely.
Your mom says you're right. I didn't know, but so glad you made right choices. That's for you, Lynette.
See, I told you, Ma, I wasn't always bad. I didn't always do bad things. I did some good things too.
But for real, Mom, okay, for real, it's because they was feeding her. Because your daughter,
no, she know I always been greedy, so she know.
Your daughter is extra greedy when it comes to if she want to eat.
I can't even lie.
You don't
I can't even lie. When there is food, I will come.
Okay. So I've seen our guest is here. Yes, Moon Newbill is in the building, so we're going to bring her on.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hello. Yes. Well, how are you this evening?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for being a part at the Real Recognize Real Talk radio show.
No doubt.
I know you're doing some awesome, fabulous things. But what we want to do is we want to introduce you. Go ahead, Lynette. Do your thing,
So
girl.
Moon Newbill is a singer, a songwriter, born and raised in Washington, D.C. She comes from a talented family of musicians and visual artists. She is also the former lead singer of the rock band called Uninterrupted. Moon Newbill's an eclectic artisan spirit who is a creative who is known to be to march to the beat of her own drummer or to dance to the beat of her own drum. She is authentic, she's vibrant, she's charismatic, and she is very talented. She is a talented vocalist who has performed on several stages in the DMV area as well as Atlanta and New York City. Her style of music ranges from funk, rock, classical, and blues. And in 2018, she released her debut single titled Come Through Mother, which is an Afro-futuristic groove about love, language, loss, reincarnation, God's energy, broken promises, and the battle against apathy and reactionary thinking. She has performed on several stages, as I've said before. Howard Theater is one of them in DC, as well as City Winery. So Moon Newbill, I'm sorry, I often stumble over my words, so forgive me. Moon Newbill was nominated for the Washington, D.C.'s Musicianship Whammy Award for her EP, Come Through Mother. She is also here today to talk about her new music projects, and we will later introduce you to one of her songs that we'll play later on in this show. So thank you and welcome.
Y'all make me sound real good.
Well, it's because of your accolades that we're able to give you those accolades. Your accomplishments. So thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So what our first question is, you come from a musically talented family.
Yes.
I do as well. Is that the reason why you have a passion for music? What inspired you to pursue music?
I would have to say that I didn't have a choice in the matter.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry, my tray dropped.
Well, I didn't have a choice in the matter. You know, in my family, you know, everybody sang something, you know, and we came up in the church, you know, just like every other Black kid. And I didn't have a choice. And I really didn't even think that I was the best singer. You know, when you come from a family full of musicians and artists, you're always second guessing your gift. And I was always different from everybody. So I didn't really have a choice. I think that the passion revealed itself in my early 20s when I met my husband, and he took me to an audition for a band. And that was the first time I actually heard myself after a play. And it was like, oh, that's me. I could do this then. Okay, cool.
So that was the first time you actually put a mic in your hand and actually sung? Or
no.
Okay.
That was the first time that I heard
your ability.
My ability, the potential. I never heard myself in that way before.
Wow.
It was something like when you're growing up, you know, my father was our musical coach. Like he did vocal coaching and all of those things. And you sang what was given to you. When I went to this audition, they played something and said, this is the name of the song. Create something over top of this song. And I just went. And when I heard it, I said, wow. That's me. And my husband was like, he wasn't my husband at the time yet. He was just like, you got it.
You got it. When I heard you sing, I think I was perusing Instagram and I heard you sing, and to me, you're a cross between your vocal style is a cross between Phyllis Hyman, Anita Baker, with the fierceness of Tina Turner.
Okay, now I've never heard the Phyllis Hyman thing. That right there is an honor for me to even hear that.
I think all three of them mixed up in one. Like I was like, wow, like
Yeah,
So,
so soulful, I mean,
exactly.
uh,
Exactly.
it's,
I've heard that I sound like Nina Simone at times,
I
Rochelle
can
Farrell at times.
I can see that too. I can see
So
that
it's
too.
just been so many people that I've been, uh, people say I sound like, and I'm just like, it's whatever. It's whatever.
and
So
of course, we're going to play your new song. But
Mhm.
I mean, we're going to have to just give us a little something. Give the people a little something. Like let them hear what you're working with.
Okay, I'll just something.
Yeah.
It's okay to catch a fire in your hands. Hold them together and pray. 'Cause he won't give you more than he knows that you can stand. That's what I do.
Yes.
wow. I wish I clap. One of my hands not working right now.
And that
Wow.
I just love singing in my lower register, although I can reach up the first soprano.
Oh, I know.
I just love.
I heard you got 4 octaves.
Yeah.
I did my research.
I'm loving your background. Like, what's going on back there?
Oh yes, I have. I'm in my sacred space in my house. I got a woman cave here, and
Oh,
it's
that's
a
right.
mural that was put on my wall by a great artist named Ginger, and she's part of my tribe, and she's just a great all around. She just does everything. She does hair, she does photography, video, and she paints. And so,
Wow. That's nice.
Yes, you're gonna have to take a picture and send us the full wall.
I will.
So you are a strong vocalist. So what inspired, and you have powerful lyrics in your song. So what inspires your writing?
Life, life,
Life,
life and
that's
spirit.
real.
Life and spirit and relationships.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I barely look on the outside when it comes to relationship stuff. Is most of those songs are personal. I write a whole lot as far as just journal entries. I used to be a poet. I started off as a spoken word artist, so I honed my talent at open mics, and so just writing and creating off the cuff, just off a beat or off of a whatever, it became like second nature to me. It's more difficult to do it now than it was when I was younger, because I'm older, I got kids, I got responsibilities, and they always
Your story's different now.
So, but yes, just overall, basically just life in general, but I don't get too wrapped up in what's going on in the outside world when it comes to especially now, because it can be traumatizing, and I don't want to limit myself as far as my writing is concerned, based off of what is going on in this reality right now.
Right. So speaking on that, how do you feel about music today? The music that's out there today.
I don't know if you was following our conversation prior to that
I
about
wasn't. I wasn't. I don't listen to a lot of today's music. I really don't. There are very few artists that I can say that I actually listen to, and it's a wide range of genres that I listen to. But there are some artists like Earth Gang, Phony People. You have Jadena, Joey Badass. Some of these artists I actually listen to them on a deeper level. As far as vocalists, I haven't really.
Understand.
So there's one that really inspired you?
Is there a vocalist that inspired me?
Right.
It's too many. It's too many to just name one. I'm inspired by genres.
Okay.
Okay. When I first started to actually work with my voice as far as trying to hone my instrument, I
Mhm.
would sit and listen to John Coltrane and try to mock the horn. I would
Mm,
sit there and use my voice as the instrument in order to
exactly.
reach the levels. So it's not just a vocalist. It could be a horn player. It could be, Alice Coltrane, and her organ. So it's so much. Music is just so real and so alive to me that if it sounds good and I feel something, I'm all in. I am.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I always say if it makes my face get ugly,
Oh
it's a
yeah, that
good
same
song.
face.
It's a
Oh yeah,
good
that same face.
song.
Oh,
Make you make the ugly face. Oh, that's a good song right there.
right, right. I mean, music is so healing,
It
I
is.
mean, for any situation in life, rather ups and downs, happy or sad, it's just such a healing thing to us. And I'm so glad that, we have all genres of music
Right.
because, depending on your mood that day, what you
Mm-hmm.
want to listen to, and
Exactly.
it has gotten people through a lot of different
Tough
situations,
time.
Oh yeah.
a lot of baby making,
Mhm.
it just
And
every
everybody has something ratchet in the playlist. Everybody got that little
oh
ratchet thing in
yeah.
their playlist where they just got to break it down, bust it open by the sink, when ain't nobody watching.
True, true.
Absolutely.
So tell us about your music projects and what you have going on now, and then we go into playing the song that we have today.
Okay, so as of right now, I'm working on my second project. It's not going to be an EP; it's going to be an LP. So that's why it's taking its time. We're definitely delving into more funky, a funkier sound, um, different subject matters. Freedom of sexuality. Spirit, just everything that makes up us as women. Um, and it's not necessarily a directed towards women, but women will definitely hear it and go, "Oh yeah, I can relate to that,"
Mhm.
but they can also relate to it too. And it's just like a really funky vibe. And I got a sense of humor, so I got some humor in there. I just let it all out in this project. This project is really
It's liberating. Music is liberating. It's freedom when you express yourself in that way. So
yeah.
that's
And I don't feel I'm not trying to save anybody. I'm not trying to, I'm just expressing myself, and I want to make people feel good, or,
exactly
or just feel something other
right.
than trauma or sadness or anger. I just want the music that I put forth for people to just go, you know what? Moon be doing her own thing, but I do like it. It make me feel good. So
exactly the type of music you need before you when you wake up in the morning, you're on your car ride on the way to
right,
work, just that get you that grooving, and you're just smiling, people looking at you in the side of the next car like, what the heck is
right,
wrong?
right, right,
Like,
right.
what's she listening to?
Exactly.
You know what did it for me?
Listen, that feeling you get from smoking weed and not really smoking weed. You,
You
that
know
whole
what did it for me?
what?
Bill Withers, "Lovely Day." That's my mood
Yeah,
song.
Oh
that's
yeah,
definitely an anthem type of
I'm
song.
telling you,
Yeah.
yes, it makes you feel good. Yes, absolutely. So your
Oh,
go ahead, Lynette.
no, I was gonna say, can you introduce the song when Francella's ready to cue it up? To cue it up.
Oh, me?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, Nova darling, Nova darling.
The
Nola
song,
Darling.
Yes, what is
Nola,
what
Nola
is Nova
Darling
darling?
is based off of the Spike Lee movie. She's Gotta Have It.
Okay.
Not the series, but the actual film when I first saw it. And one thing that I loved about the concept of that is that every last woman got a little bit of Nola Darling in them, whether they want to admit it or not. They have it in them. Some of them experienced it, and some of them haven't, or they don't tell nobody. But
Or they've outgrown it, but they had it at some point.
At some point, right. And I felt like that was something that needed to be celebrated. I believe that as women, I think we should be able to speak about our sexuality, not in a vulgar way, but we should still be able to have the freedom to speak these things in song and whatever. I mean, you ain't gonna see me, twerking or doing none of that. But I mean, I'm a grown woman. I got kids. I got a husband. You know what I'm saying? And as women, we enjoy sex. Why can't we discuss this? It's not.
It's not taboo.
It's not taboo.
Right.
People need to get over it, and and men need to stop trying to control it. I mean, we just like my song, the BP. If y'all haven't heard that one, y'all go back and listen to that one. You know what I'm saying too. Yeah, like you don't have no ownership over this.
Exactly.
We give life. We stop wars. You know what I'm saying? Women are very, very important, and the same things that men enjoy in life, women enjoy in life too. And it shouldn't be taboo for us to be able to discuss it, talk about it, sing about it, and express it. And that's just kind of what I loved about the whole Nola Darling thing. Like, hey. Okay. So the song was based off of that.
Well, let's
cue it up.
Nola Darling.
Can you turn it up a little bit? Kind of love
this. And then occasionally I get lost. Try to find me, see how it's my timing. Letting off control. I do exactly what I'm feeling. No regrets, I own them. I'm feeling the touch and stuff. I'm caught in the feeling. And it's all for you.
Feel free to sing along.
Apologies, things have happened exactly how they're supposed to be. God is this within me. In the garden is where I break sound. And if you wanna fertilize my ground, have I property? See, it takes more than one teacher for me to learn. I'm advancing in my studies. Love me now again.
Was that it? They keep on in and out from there. Pump up that volume.
You know what? It's not coming through, y'all.
It's going in and out. Do you have it on YouTube?
Yes.
So if you don't mind, we'll when we post this, we'll post it on YouTube, because I don't know if anybody else is having difficulty hearing it. I am. I hear it.
It is going in and out.
Yeah.
It's going in and out.
Yeah.
It was. So we'll post it.
Let me see. Y'all keep the conversation going on. I'm gonna see if I can cue it up through something else. I want to definitely. This is a great song. Even if
It is. I'm over here rocking. I'm like, wait, do I hear a little Fantasia? I hear a little Fantasia. So now we got Nita Baker, Phyllis Hyman, Fantasia, and Tina Turner. Girl, you all that.
Oh man, it's so much. I just go wherever the music takes me, man. It's just...
So tell people where they can find your music, where they can support your project, and where they can follow you.
Well, I'm on IG, of course, and Facebook under Moon Newbill Music. And you can find my music on all streaming services, iTunes, Google Play, all of them. My first project, Come Through Mother, is there, and 2 of the singles from the new project, The BP and Nola Darling. And I have a YouTube station, Moon Newbill Music, where there are some live performances and a lot of the music that's there as well. So you can follow me wherever, you know.
She says, I'm around Moon Newbill, so make sure you support her music. Make sure you follow her on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure y'all watch her videos because she is a dynamo. She is. I'm not just saying that, you know. I have an ear. I like to say I have an ear. I come from a family of singers and musicians as well. I can sing a little bit, but I would never do it professionally. It's something that I enjoy doing in my car and in the shower. That's about it.
Yeah,
But,
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that I'm doing it professionally, honestly, you know.
yeah.
But my little brother also does music professionally out in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he just changed his name. Something called Pretty Rico Bands or something like that. But he's out there. And my sister does background vocals on my live shows.
Okay.
With my band is called The Living Delicious. So so we pretty funky bunch there, you know.
It's all in the family. Look,
All in the family.
I get it. My aunts, they direct current. They were a hit disco group back in the 70s and 80s, and they background for Patti LaBelle to most of her album on Love and Need and Want You Baby, If Only You Knew.
Right.
Those were my aunts. So
wow.
I get it runs through my family too. You know,
yeah, my grandfather was the doo-wop singer with the group called the Dubs. He was he was the lead singer of the Dubs. Yeah. Wow. So it runs deep. It runs real deep.
So your family reunions must look like ours. So all we do is sing.
Yeah, all the time. Not just linking up a drink.
Every gathering. Don't put no microphone in our hand because we ain't never gonna put it down. The whole night we gonna sing. The whole night. Everybody.
All right, y'all. Let me see if this is better. Let's try this again. Okay. Nola Darling.
So you are listening to Moon Newbill, Nola Darling. It's still low, but it's okay because we're gonna put the link up there from YouTube. Pray. Then occasionally I get lost.
It's still low, y'all?
To me.
Still kind of going in and out,
yeah.
But we don't want to keep it low because we don't want it to not do justice for this.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
So we have to definitely send it over to the tech for Philly Hot Radio so they can get it in the rotation on
Philly Hot Radio.
Exactly. So because we're sponsored by Philly Hot Radio and we're usually in the studio, but due to COVID-19,
right, exactly,
doing things from home, and so they would definitely get that in. And so everybody that's tuned in right now from all over the world, we ask you to please support Moon Newbill and listen to her songs. Go on. You also tell them where they can find you at, right?
Yes, okay. Exactly.
And make sure you know, cop that, because this is something that we need to do. We need to support each other. And she is definitely a fabulous singer and songwriter. She will move you. She would keep you just inspired. And we thank you so much for being a part of.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry that y'all couldn't hear, but I could hear.
Yeah, a whole little private, personal party over there.
Right. That's my personal content, okay? You ain't have to do nothing, Moon, but just sit there. I'm looking at you. I'm listening to you. And, okay, all I needed was a drink. That was it. Okay? So I was perfect over here. I apologize that y'all didn't get the same feeling that I got. But anyway, thank you so much for being a part of our show. And we definitely, you know, want to have you back and follow you throughout your career, and, you know, support you as much as we can. And so any last words that you want to let the
No, I just want to say thank you all for having me, and, you know, for everybody that's out there still struggling, you know, with this COVID thing, and just keep your heads up. It's going to be worse before it gets better, but keep your heads up, you know. Make sure you stay in prayer, whatever faith you're a part of. Stay in prayer, stay active, you know, don't eat yourself into a stupor. You know, and don't drink yourself into a stupor.
Exactly.
I'm glad you brought that up, because, you know, before the show, we always have a little portion of hood news. Today we had a lot, because we had a lot to talk about. But we're flooded with guests all the time. But one major thing is, you know, mental health. I don't know about you ladies, but I've even been struggling. Well, I struggle with anxiety anyway. So, but I'm good with it, you know. But lately, due to this COVID, you know, working from home and, you know, not being able to socialize like I'm used to, it's kind of taking a toll on me. And you know, so those are out there that's really suffering, you know, and I'm blessed to be able to go to another, you know, we have a condo that's in Wildwood. So I'm able to leave home and maybe go stay there just to have a different environment. But everybody don't have that luxury, you know. Some people are in smaller apartments or whatever the case may be. And so this COVID thing, besides losing a job and you know, finances, but everything else, not being able to be around people you love, you know, protecting older people. My daughter just had a daughter and is my grandchild. So,
Congratulations!
Thank you very much. I only got to see her once. I've been seeing her through FaceTime or photos, because we have to protect each other. We don't know. We don't know if we carriers. We don't know. We just don't know. It's the unknown is what's scary. But I compare this COVID with knowing God and believing. See, people are out there not wearing masks because they don't see it. They don't think it exists. They don't know it exists because it's sunny out. You know, everything looks fine to them. You know, it's just like people who don't believe that God is real. Just because you don't see him does not make him not real.
That's right.
With that being said, I didn't mean to go into all that preaching.
Oh, no, it didn't. No, it's okay. But it's like if you have, like, for me, there was a point in time where it started to get to me, and in that moment, I realized, you know, honestly, I needed therapy. Like I went and signed up for therapy for the first time in my life, and you know, when you're stuck with yourself and with your thoughts and you can't do the thing, you start to see patterns. And once you start to see certain patterns, you're like, well, maybe I need to look into this, you know, and there's nothing wrong. Black people, ain't nothing wrong with going to therapy.
Tell them again. Well,
nothing wrong with going to therapy. Go to therapy. If you starting to feel depressed and bringing things out of you that you didn't know existed, please seek help. There are people that are there to help you. You can't just pray certain things away. And you got to understand God put people here on this planet to be able to assist you where you can't assist yourself. Right. So I need everybody to, you know, just, you know, get rid of the stigma. because there is a stigma.
Please.
Get rid of that.
Please.
You know, and
you can do everything.
Publicly that I am going to therapy because I'm bettering myself. You know,
I know that's right. So kudos to you. That's right. Kudos to you.
But I told my husband, I said, the thing that I do not wish to happen is once the blessings pour in and the music gets bigger, and I may get bigger, I may not. Who's to say? But I want to be prepared. I don't want to run away from the success. I can't handle it because I have things that are unresolved in my life. So I took it upon myself to go, you know what? Let me be proactive and go handle it. I'm handling
smart. So that shows you're a wise person, because to me, it's a wise decision. It's a wise decision, especially to recognize and accept that you need help beyond beyond your own ability. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And especially if you're the person who everyone goes to for help.
Exactly.
The strong individual.
Nobody thinks the strong person.
Everybody who checks on everybody.
Come on,
you know, who's always there for everybody. And then one day you look up, and when you break down, no one knows how to handle you. They don't know what to do.
Exactly. They think you all right. Oh, she all right. Oh, she all right. She always get through. Oh, she's strong. Oh, she all right. That doesn't mean that they don't need help either.
Exactly. We all need a helping hand.
We all need. Yep. Absolutely.
When I had my first anxiety attack, and it has been like over probably 15 years now. And when I tell you I went through something, girl, I went through something. And I even questioned myself. I'm like, this can't happen to me. I'm strong. Like, what's going on? Like, I couldn't figure out what was going on. And, you know, I vowed never to get myself back into that place again. And I really don't even know what triggered it. Now, and I did go to therapy because they sent me to therapy. But let me tell you this, because it depends on who you go to. Then they want to start digging in your background, thinking that something happened in your childhood. No, I had a perfect childhood. You know, it's not. I know me. I know I don't know how to relax. I take on too much of my children, my husband, my family. I hold all that, you know, in. And that's what it is. I don't know how. I can't get in the bathtub and take a bubble bath and just chill.
Can't stay still for nothing. I hear you, honey. Can't stay still for nothing. All day long.
Absolutely. Because I'm single. I love my Lord. I'm a recluse sometimes. I'm like, leave me alone. I'm in a tub.
It's like you're still, and you don't mind not being around people, and you don't feel like it's a problem. But it might be a problem because you can't be around people. For me, when I get around people, the anxiety hits. And for me to be a performer, it's like, how does that work?
You have to be around.
On stage, I'm just like, I'm out there, I'm doing my thing. But once I get off stage, people are coming at me. I literally look like a deer in headlights. I've gotten better. Because people are like, oh my God. And you're like, thank you. Like, I need that go. But I've gotten better, and I implore everyone to seek the help if you need the help. Absolutely. You know, there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
most definitely. And I think I have a number for anybody who wants it. So the National Alliance of Mental Health has a 24-hour hotline, and that's 1-800-950-6264. And it's just so important. And like you said, you know, Black people, we too need help. You can't always expect to go and talk to Moesha. I'm just making up names right now.
Or the pastor.
Because the girlfriend agree with everything that you're going through. No, you need somebody who's really
trained professional.
Exactly. Because then you can let yourself go free. Because a lot of times we hold things back. We might talk to friends or parents or husband or whatever. We're not telling them everything, you know.
Nope.
And then you have healers. You have the healers, and healers need healing too. You have those know what to say and know how to fix other people's problems, but they can't fix their own. People don't look at them as needing assistance or help, but the healer needs to heal at some point as well.
Exactly.
So please go and get the help that you need. Ain't
Exactly.
nothing wrong with
Nope.
it.
At all.
And we want to leave it on that note. Thanks again for tuning in
Thank
to the
you.
Real
Thank
Talk
you.
Radio
Thank you.
Show. And we appreciate you guys. Until next time, we out. Deuces. Stay on.